Da-da-da-da-da-da. Luckily, I don't have to worry about some big introduction or anything like that. But yeah. If if you pull up the stream, you should listen to the music for a second because it's bopping.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's very clearly it's the internet equivalent of elevator music.
Heck yes. Exactly what I've always wanted.
Um, it's some top notch stuff.
I can't hear it.
The music? It might be too quiet. I can turn it up. Oh, no, it just ended. Now it's From Russia with Love.
Heck yeah.
Do you hear it?
Yeah. Why is it knockoff Rimsky-Korsakov?
Because it's From Russia with Love.
No, I'm trying to remember which. No, it's Tchaikovsky.
It's always Tchaikovsky.
Ah, naturally.
Anyway, today we're going to be playing, I'm going to introduce you to Royals. This is an optimistic peasant simulator.
Ooh. Wait, optimistic peasants?
I'd say the simulation is optimistic. The peasants, I suppose, are also optimistic, because so this is a 1-bit, 1-button game. You saw the inputs were X and Z, so it's the arrow keys and X and Z. So this could run on on an original Game Boy. You see the colors are exclusively binary. It's just black and white. Humble peasant, what is your quest in life? Become queen, become king, or become royal? So you see this game is good because it starts off. I should also clarify for those who weren't with our little preamble before the stream. This music does not accompany the game. This music is free on YouTube. It is public domain YouTube music.
Heck yeah. We're really shelling out for the classic stuff.
Yeah, no. This was a side project by Asher Vollmer, the person who created Threes, which was a topic of discussion in an episode of Let's Play Games that just came out about Cadence of Hyrule. I really like Threes, and I really love this game. It's a neat little side project. It's got an interesting sort of balance between depth and not. So do you want to become queen, king, or royal?
I'm feeling royal. I keep getting asked, for context for other people, I'm currently working with children. I keep getting asked if I'm a boy or a girl, so I'm feeling a little non-binary right now.
It's a noble goal for a dirty serf. Okay.
Oh,
Your 12th year. You've outgrown your life as a humble farmer. Perfect timing with this country music. You decide to leave your farm and pursue your quest. Explore. So here we have myself on a farm, on my little farmland, with a big wide map around me, and some stats sort of below. So we have how much health I have, how much longer I have to live, essentially. This ticks down once every year. My might, what my strength capability is. What was that?
I love that the life expectancy is 32.
Yeah.
Because that feels correct.
You can up that. So I'll dive a little bit further into that because I'm actually using essentially an earlier version of the game than is final. It's yeah, I'll show a fun exploit that I know that got patched out, and I think it was the only patch for this game. Here's how much wood we have, so we can chop down wood. There's money, so we can make money by doing stuff like working on a farm. There's how many people are our followers, and how much essentially territory we have. What is our sort of political control of our burgeoning country, which currently is just our farmland. So you see, interestingly enough, also in this top corner over here, is this little symbol that looks like an abstract crown. That's not always in the top corner there. That is just showing me what direction the royal or king or queen of this land is.
Yeah.
And so I could, if I really wanted to, just march on over there. And so in a turn, I have options. Each space you see very big tells me what I can do on each thing. So there's mountains, there's woods, there's farms, there's desert, there's grasslands, and there's plenty of other things. But how I like to start is I like to rally. Because I don't have any followers, I have to do it myself. So I spend some time rallying the occupants of the farm, and time passes. I begin my 13th year. The empty farmland, I manage to convince the occupants of the farm to follow me around. So you see I have one less political influence, but I have one more follower. The current ruler of this land, King Dwayne, has a castle west of here. And with that knowledge, I start my journey. So I can do things to, I can up my sort of social skills by meditating in the mountains. I could up my combat ability by hunting in the woods. I can up my wood by chopping the woods. I think what I'm going to do we want to move sort of towards the opponent king or away?
I would argue for towards.
Towards? Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first send my follower to chop some wood. And then maybe I'll meditate in the mountains over here.
That makes sense.
So you see, I've now sort of seen more of the map, and so I can move further per turn. I spend a year contemplating life among the rocks. My life goes down one. I've regained my follower and gained 2 wood, and I returned from my mountain pilgrimage more enlightened. And yeah, I just sort of continue like this. I can make more farmlands that take people in order to run. I can just rest on the grasslands, and that's how I sort of pseudo-recover health. Resting on the grasslands gives 1 health back, but 1 health is taken away because a year passes. And sort of more buildings. Let's actually just look at sort of what buildings there are to build. So there's a house, there's a blacksmith, there's a market, tavern, inn, garrison, manor, castle. Castle is how you ultimately win. You build a castle, and then you have to sort of convince people that it is a legitimate castle. But you were telling me about I'm just gonna start doing some basic setup stuff, find more areas of people, try and sort of convince them to be on my side, gather wood, that kind of stuff. So you're telling me about these animals.
So for any Patreon watchers, I am currently working at a summer camp in which I am working with kids currently, like right now, ages about 3 to about 5. And so I was with them while we were learning about animals today, including someone came in with some live animals, and we were all petting them and that kind of thing. And they were like pet kind of animals, so they had some kittens. I got to shadow box with a cat that was up for adoption, and I'm still very sad that I did not get to take that cat that was up for adoption home. And there were like chinchillas and like that kind of thing, but then there were also alligators, and like there was a very large rabbit. But then she also had a couple reptiles, including snakes, and I got to be the snake adult, the snadult. And like I could carry around the snake to, like, we sort of split them into smaller groups so that they wouldn't freak out the animals while they got to hold or touch them to try to minimize and then like we try to explain to them like how to minimize the amount of freaking out the animals would do and that kind of thing. They were definitely like, the mice were not having it because she was like, the mice don't usually like go to the bathroom everywhere, and I was like, they have to deal with being handled by like 50 kids.
Yeah.
No wonder they're like, I'm done with this. I'm gonna use my defense mechanism right now. But got to like I was bringing around a hognose snake for all of the kids to like sort of encounter and like deal with.
The two verbs in life.
I say deal with because also some of these kids were not having it.
Yeah.
Like there was this one child who he was in our group, and like poor man is just the evidence. Like that poor child is just the evidence of the fact that like the big five like personality types that are used sometimes, like they do oversimplify the complexities of personality, but neuroticism definitely is one of them, as evidenced by this child. Because there was a Pomeranian, and he was so scared of the Pomeranian, and like he was so scared of the snake and like that kind of thing. But what was really fun was watching like some of the kids were clearly nervous about the snake but still interested, and like eventually like I could get them to like reach out and touch the snake, and
reach
that was
out
like
and touch snake.
I felt like that was going to happen as I was saying it.
It was a good instinct.
Yeah. But it was like seeing some of the kids even just like responding with fear but still going forward with it and like that kind of thing. And also getting to do the whole like you were afraid but you did it anyway and that's brave.
Yeah.
Kind of thing too.
That jazz.
Like, I just love kids.
They're
Or
good.
everyone who follows me on social media, just like every single day gets at least one message where I'm just like, hey, I like kids. I like working with kids. Kids are great.
It's true.
But I also, this is actually, Royal is a really good way for me to like talk about. I was telling my mom that I sort of like using the term XP to describe like kids aren't mini adults, they're adults who have less XP. So like they're not going to know what you mean when like they're not going to know what you mean when you like make an assumption about like I want this thing done or this thing that to you is related emotionally, like a consequence that's related emotionally because you have the adult XP, but to them is just sort of random.
Yeah.
So like I've figured out, I'm like, oh yeah, XP actually like works really well for that, of like a like, because there are some like there's sort of like the teaching style where you treat kids like mini adults, like teaching / parenting style where you treat kids like mini adults, and like a lot of like this is how you parent kids books will be like, don't do that. And so but like I also don't want to treat kids like they know nothing, because kids are very worldly in ways that a lot of people don't get. So I like to say that like kids are just humans with low XP, and they're just level grinding until they can afford to strike off on their own.
So
That's my child.
You may see now that there are these sort of shields around, because what I just did is I made a manor. And I'll demonstrate. I'll demonstrate why in a while. Yeah, they're also expensive. They're whole 15 wood. But yeah, I'll demonstrate why in a moment. But because I have done something that has sort of grown my kingdom quickly, in the form of making a manor and sort of claiming these sort of 9 spaces of territory where you see previously I'm now up to 9. I had none beforehand. and especially when it's so close to Doinish land.
Yeah.
Doinish. Then yeah, so sending foot soldiers after me, whom I can bribe, ambush, or sort of run away from. So I move before they move, and so if during my movement they get pushed or pulled off screen, then they sort of disappear. So one thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to send a follower to rest at the manor, and I'll sort of show why in a second. Ooh, what is this song? 1 second. Mary had a little lamb instrumental. No, thank you. Let me skip this one. Ooh, this one's called Hey Sailor.
Oh, the tone you just used.
It starts with like this
is it
garage sounding guitar, electric guitar.
I thought you were going to say that it sounds like knockoff, like, Careless Whisper.
No.
And I was gonna be here for it.
Oh, I wish it did. What am I gonna do? I'm going to get someone to work at a mine shaft. I'm going to get another follower to. It's actually. Oh, that's a desert, so I can't quite do that. Let's plow some new lands.
I'm gonna send one of my followers just out into the desert.
I can do that.
Good luck,
it's useless and it might destroy them, but I could do it. Let's clear some rubble over there. Let's not hunt. Let's chop down Dwaynish woods, and then I'll rest in this house. I'll do it myself. So I spend the year recuperating among the peasants. I lose 1. So this is the thing about manors that got patched out. If you send someone else to rest at a manor, you get the health. You get the 3 hearts back. This doesn't happen for any other building type. It's really good.
No, that reminds me a whole lot of that, like, thing that I wrote an entire paper on for one of my psych classes. There's a lot of research about how, like, the alpha male in the very classical, like, baboon sense of, like, the, like, head of the pack kind of thing.
Yeah.
In a, like, very competitive environment like baboons, is most likely to have the highest testosterone, but also some of the highest cortisol levels, because they're also the most aggressive, because they're constantly having to defend themselves. So there's, like, so in general, like, the higher up you go in the hierarchy, your cortisol, like, goes down. You get to the alpha and there's this massive spike. And that's just, like, that just reminded me of that, of, like, the manor is, like, you're pretty close to being a king, but you're not king yet, so you can relax.
Yeah. I like that. Did I successfully convert? I wasn't paying attention enough. I think I did. Let me try and... Ooh. So the thing about resting is that it lowers your stats. And so if my attack wasn't at 1, it would be lowered by 1. If my sort of oration, my social skills have slowly been going down. Also, when I skipped Mary Had a Little Lamb, Lucy, who is also joining in, just spectator wise, said, "I like the song Frowny Face." How long until I get called mean for calling her out on it? So I want to meditate, but as soon as I say what I'm doing, I can't send my followers out. I'm just gonna... Salad.
Danke.
Oof.
Or spasiba. We've been learning Russian.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna meditate on this. Oh no, I sent a follower to meditate there. Whoops.
Oh.
I'll meditate on this other mountain. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Spend
He'll
a
take
year
that mountain.
contemplating life
I'll
among the rocks. Oh, yep. Convert this farmland. Send someone to spelunk in these caves. I will rally this house. Send someone to chop down some wood. I'll send someone to chop down this wood. And then actually for the spirit of exploration, I think I'll rest in these unclaimed grasslands. Ooh, it's a little island. Okay, friend. Follow Threes Asher to the house. Clear the forest. Because I chopped down someone else's trees. Getting sent after.
How is Dwayne feeling about that?
Miffed. So
Are you surrounded by water?
Yeah, I seem to be on an island. I'll send someone to chop here to see if I'm actually. Yeah, I'm on a little island. I got plenty of followers, so you may have been noticing my money's been going down because I'm at the point where I have too many people below me, which means that some corruption or cost below me is happening, and so I need to be making money to sort of make sure the folks below me are still happy.
Yeah.
But they're covering my mana right now, which is very rude of them. I do have enough to build another manor, though.
Wait, who's covering your manor?
One of the foot soldiers. Which means that I can't use what's on this space right now. I could send out a bribe or see if an ambush works, lol 5%, but that would...
That would be a unwise choice.
Not just that, but it would also take the turn in order to do that.
Yeah.
I have 2 more folks. I think I'm just gonna meditate on here and leave those other 2 to do, what they will.
You're just gonna think of the ocean.
Yeah. Cool. Oh no, this is
Ooh.
that's a Dwaynish manor. I was mistaken that it was mine, but now they're covering my other farm. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send someone to rest here. I'm going to send someone to rest here. Send some chopping woods. Then I'm gonna bounce just like up here, and that should clear most of the field. But I will be tight on cash. That'll be fine though. Spend a year contemplating life among the rocks. Get some health back. Get some forest. And return enlightened. And with less money. I could sell materials. I do have a lot of materials. I think I'll sell some materials. Send someone else to rest at my manor. Oh, sending someone else to rest at my manor doesn't lower my my speaking skills, but it does lower my fighting skills. I was playing a game earlier today just to double check that I do remember how to play it. Interesting. And then I can't just like leap into the ocean, which is a shame. I'll plow these grasslands and then.
But I have a question.
Yes.
Why can't you leap into the ocean?
I sent a follower to meditate instead of doing it myself. No. Disaster. The real careless whisper. I got a terrible deal for my materials. Oh no.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, I need someone to work at farmland. I need someone else to sell more materials, please. I need money. What song is this? Payday by Jason Farnham. This is a little too poppy for me right now.
Oh no.
Instead, we're gonna go for Morning Walks by Jingle Punks. Jingle Punks, also known for doing voyeur.
Yeah. I really like that name.
Yeah, it's good.
I think they chose very wisely for themselves. They knew what they were getting into. And I really respect that.
What are they getting into?
Jingles.
Okay. That makes sense.
Get your head out of the gutter.
No, I had absolutely no clue. I wasn't even trying to be sort of gutter minded. This was some yeah, pile of gold for my empire. My empire of 2 banners, a mine. Ooh, right, I have that house over there. Actually, let me sort of rallying that house. I'm gonna just destroy the house.
Are you destroying the house?
So destroying the house will give me both the supplies from the house, the supplies used to comprise it, as well as the follower who is sort of employed at the place, at the thing. I can work in the manor, but I can't convert it. What a shame! What a disaster. Ooh, the song's snazzy. It's called Jazz in Paris. I like it. You know what? I'll meditate at this mountain myself. So yeah, I see I get some wood from it, and I get two peoples from it.
2 peoples.
2 peoples. Let me see if I can effectively... I don't want to sell materials. I have enough money right now. What I really need is more wood. So I'm going to build... Yeah, I'm going to build a mine here. I'm going to send someone to rest here. I'm going to send someone to work here. Send someone to work here. I'll send myself to rest here, because I don't have something for the other person to do at the moment. Because I want to see how quickly I can show you kind of how ridiculous this end game can get. Oh, I have a tavern. Destroy this tavern.
Didn't you already control that tavern?
Yeah.
It said your tavern on it.
Yeah, no.
So you're just like, I'm just gonna destroy this tavern?
No, so what I'm doing is I'm essentially rallying the folks who were working at the tavern, and then.
Well, now they have nothing better to do.
Yeah, and so then from there. Gotta go hear myself. Because then I get supplies from it. So I get all this gold that was at the tavern and get this wood that was at the tavern. So let me see if I can build another manor this turn. Let's build another manor. So my follower. While that happens, I want to make sure to work the farms to get and spend money that way. Work the mine shaft so I get wood. Make sure people actually rest at these manors. The last thing I'll do this turn is I'll meditate at this mountain. This looks like a cool mountain to meditate at. Check through all the stuff. Enlightened. Send someone to rest here. Send someone to rest here. Send someone to work at the mine shaft. Send someone to work at the farmland. Send someone to work at the mine shaft. And I will meditate at these mountains. Get all the stuff back. All seems standard fare. Send someone to chop down some wood. Send someone to chop down some wood. Send someone to convert this farmland. Send someone to rest. Send someone to rest. And this time I'll do the work in myself. Because you know I'm a good leader like that. Sometimes I do the farm work. See, I came up from the ground just like you did. And same thing on this farmland. Can I convert this market? Yeah. The rest of the tavern. That's not a tavern, it's a manor. Nope. Hello. Oh, we're good. Never mind. For a second I thought I accidentally broke the game. It's okay, I didn't. I kept accidentally making garrisons instead of manors when I was doing my test playthrough. Uh-oh. So then I just had a bunch of garrisons, which owning garrisons is actually super unhelpful because all you can do at garrisons is rest, which doesn't do you much good, or rally or destroy. And what I can do here is you see there's enlist. And what enlist does is I enlist at this other person's garrison, so I make money and I hone my my fighting prowess. But the percentage there means that if I don't sort of meet the percent criteria, if there's the chance at this point, if I were to try to enlist here, my chance of success would be 16%, so my chance of failure would be 84%. And if I failed, then I would take extra damage and get some money, but not get any fighting prowess. And so it works pretty well, but it's interesting that it doesn't work when you own the garrison.
Yeah.
And how many people do I have? I have one person left. Yep.
Though I feel like that sort of makes sense because, like, you can't really enlist for your troops at your own garrison.
Yeah, but you would presumably be able to, like still, like, maybe you wouldn't make money, but you might still, get more sort of fighting prowess and not have to.
Or you do, like, drills. Like, you would have one, like, you'd have a thing that'd be called drills or something like that. Yeah.
I can send all 3 of my followers to rest at these. I can send someone to work here. Can send... Is this my farmland? I don't need that farmland. Is this my market? Could try to convert it to make it my market, but that doesn't seem worthwhile at the moment. Really what I want right now is to work these mine shafts, and for some reason mine shafts give me wood.
Well, resources.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Maybe the icon should be, instead of explicitly just logs of wood, but maybe be like a log of wood and like a rock or something.
Yeah. Or they're mining petrified trees. There.
Let's see now. Let's send someone to rest at the manor. Let's send someone to rest at the manor. Let's send someone to rest at the manor. Let's make sure to work. work. I don't need this market anymore, do I? No. No, not just rally. Destroy, and I'll send a follower. Ha ha ha. Hun hun hun. And then I'll work this farmland myself. Again, a person of the peoples. You know how it goes. So one thing I'd like to point out now is that in the supposed peasant simulator, I now am 39 years old, and have a further life expectancy of 78 years, a number which will more or less only go up because of the manor glitch. Again, something that was patched out of the game, but something that I don't have patched out of my game.
Yeah, so currently you're expected to live to be 117 years old.
Mm-hmm. What I hope to show is that sort of in the later game, some really interesting stuff happens with this. So no, I'll just be able to show it to you. So narratively, though, it makes sense that if you send other people to rest, then you don't get more health. You aren't more rested in that way, right?
Yeah.
So narratively, how I think of these manors is, clearly I'm some kind of like vampire, and I'm just sending, I'm sort of sucking the life force out of people who I send to rest up.
Well, that's feudalism, baby.
Good. Meditate. Get most of the troops out of the way. Oh, where did this cave come from? One second. I'm gonna make sure the music is still present.
I like that it looks like it's meant to be Edvard Grieg, but it's just his last name. Please, Edvard Grieg was my father. Call me Grieg.
Apparently, Jason Farnham does music for Dr. Oz. This is the person, Jason Farnham, for those who can't see my screen but can only see the game, is the person who has composed the song that is currently playing. Get outside! ! Thanks, YouTube.
But wait, he does music for Dr. Oz?
That's what I have heard.
I am unsure how you heard that, though.
Lucy.
Ah.
Dwindle is a good word. It's just enjoyable, So now you see I'm 42 years old, and I have a life expectancy of 96 more years.
Just a heads up, I'm going to start probably talking a little bit quieter, just because family members are going to bed.
Alrighty. Let me, real quick, adjust a couple of volume levels. Oh, no, that music got louder. And so that way you can be talking quieter and still be heard.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Dope. Let me see if I can speed my way through this. But there's a point at which so you see, I flashed by it too quick. Now that I'm a little bit older, I'm 43 years old. Instead of my life expectancy going down by 1 every turn, instead goes down by 2. But another thing that also just happened is I've been resting up so much that you see it looks like my health just says 10.
Yeah.
It's because
It
it's
says
100
100.
something.
Truly a vampire.
Truly.
I'm starting to think that that's what this is actually meant to be a simulator of.
Just maybe. Romance. What does romance do for me? What does romance do for you?
What does
Ask your
romance do for you?
doctors.
If romance is right for you. I mean, I'm not dating anybody, and I don't really date, so I don't know why you're asking me, but...
I think I'm going to... I have enough health that just to sort of fuck around for a second, I'm going to slowly sort of migrate my way towards the...
Towards Dwayne?
Yeah, towards Dwayne Castle. Starting to feel your age, -2, but luckily I have many followers returning from the estate looking quite dapper, and their dapperness fills me with energy.
But it's hard to manage your followers.
It is. I'm gonna try to convert this in. And all the while, I will continue to send a couple of followers to rest back at home. Send someone to work on my farmland here. Send someone to clear some rubble. Someone else to clear some other rubble. Rubble.
Ooh.
I myself will rest on this nice grassland. Follower couldn't convert the inn. They did not return. That's no good. See, I really would like to properly convert some more people. Oh, like this independent house. Perfect. I can recruit at the inn. Let's do that. There's some dubstep going on that I'm not super into. Dub Zap by Gunnar Olsen. I'm sorry, Gunnar Olsen.
I just made it sound like I was disappointed, but again, I can't hear the music. And I'm not that into dubstep. And I mean, I'm sure that Gunnar Olsen is not that upset because now you're just playing a different song by him.
Yes.
But
Late Night Snack, which is I like this one better. I think it's more fitting.
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks like there's land over here. That's exciting. So I'm gonna chop some wood over here. Let's see what land is over here. Let me send someone else to meditate. And then I think I myself will meditate over here. Nope, no more land over there. And yay, convinced people. I'm gonna recruit this in. And, you know, while I'm here, right, might as well sort of build another manor. Just to have stuff nearby. You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll slowly start making my way back down. They're mad at me because I made a manor. Person didn't return from trying to talk to the inn. That's no good. I'll send someone to clear that rubble. Ooh, I almost destroyed my manor. That would not have been good. Alright, blacksmiths. Those are neat. Let's send someone to convert to the blacksmith. Let's send someone else to convert this other blacksmith. Ooh, look, it's the castle. I could start anarchy if I have more than 18 people. Maybe I'll try to get to that. I think that's what my goal will be.
That's just the highest chance you have of winning. It's just start anarchy.
I don't think that'd be a win state for me actually.
Yeah.
Because I'll get to why in a moment. I'll get to why when I do it. Good. Yes. Fear me, hate me. Send all of your troops after me. Destroy the house. People are covering these other houses. That's a shame. I can't make other things there. Can I build onto this? I'll build a manor. Send someone to meditate in the mountains. Do I have enough people? No clue if I have enough people. Follow to convert, unclaimed woods, independent market. I'll send someone to chop these. And this market, I'll convert this market myself. And I should have some health going down because there was.
You're turning 49, and you only just now start to feel your age.
I've been feeling my age for a couple of years, but just a couple. You know how it goes.
Yeah, especially when you're planning on living over 110 more years after this.
Yep.
This is turning into biblical numbers of how long you're going to live.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just how like Abraham lived to be like 300 and something.
Yeah, something like that. I didn't make the comparison.
Yeah, your queer religious friend did.
Followers, and then I will just go to this grass, do it by myself. So they do all those conversions, they do all the math because it's conversions. Didn't return from the cave. That's a shame. Ooh, another one didn't return from the cave. That's a shame. But my money is going down by 2 a turn. That's a shame. And just make sure to really just sort of get all of my followers, as many as I can. Some empty farmland. Ooh, I could convert this in. Is this my manor? No, it's someone else's manor. That's a shame. Oh well. I have plenty of followers to do other stuff with. So I'll chop some more wood. I'll destroy this empty farmland. I'll just sort of rest up here and take another sort of swoop around. So maybe I can go back to my own manors and rest up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look, a cave. Let's see if this spelunking works for me. Or, I guess more accurately, for my people. I think really the best gameplay mechanic for garrisons is, like, I can't... They have their little range around them that I can't build in, but it can only use force to take it over or do anything sort of with it. And so it is sort of more area of control against me than sort of what it could possibly do for me, right?
Yeah.
Let's meditate on top of this mountain. Just me and my 12 followers. Contemplating life among the rocks.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of money.
Well, that wasn't what I oohed. I oohed the -3. Health.
That's what my manners are for.
That's what sending other people to my manors is for.
Yeah, see, they have a good time. I could purchase it. I do have enough money for that.
Wait, do your Do any of your followers just like die of old age?
No, I think that the only sort of mechanic for that is if they leave due to money.
Hmm.
Old Friend by Silent Partner. Let's go for this one called
Hello,
Crusade.
darkness,
That seems more appropriate for what I'm doing.
yeah. And I mean, also more appropriate to what I'm doing, because I'm doing cross stitch, so like.
More like Crossade, am I right?
Hey,
Bada bing,
next
bada
time
bong.
someone asks me if I CrossFit, I'm gonna say yes. Actually, I found a sampler pattern for like a whole bunch of like squares that
I
are
love squares.
like mathematical, like different mathematical concepts. So like there's one that's honeybees and like a honeycomb, and there's the Mandelbrot set, which is so
Ooh.
cool.
Yeah, Mandelbrot's good.
Yeah, I really want to do those. There's one that I have yet to purchase, but I gotta, that is like a 2 foot long sampler that says "Be gay, do crimes,"
Good.
which is very appropriate for Wrath Month.
Yeah. Oh right, I made a manor over here. That was good. Good on me. Good foresight. Oh, I forgot to do the thing that I just converted a thing, and I forgot to do anything about it. Oh well, I have things here that I can do things with. Like this. No, that's not my tavern. Oops. I just accidentally instructed someone to get drunk at a tavern. Not what I meant to do. Oh, good. Look at all these independent houses. And inns. How wonderful.
Schmooze.
I don't actually know what Schmooze does.
I feel like it might get people to join your campaign.
Let me try
but
it.
Probably
I think I have
less effective.
some money.
Probably less effectively.
Then I will just sort of rest across the bank here. See how this works for me. Getting drunk gives you entertaining stories. Alright, good. Yeah, it seems what schmoozing does is, yeah, it gets you another person. Interesting.
Mm.
No, I didn't return from the cave because it was a snake cave, a snave. My money will go down. I need that money.
I like that your wealth dwindles solely due to corruption.
Yeah.
Like, it's not because they're your followers and you should pay them.
Yeah.
They're clearly corrupt and they're not part of the revolution. They're just in it for their own sake.
Yeah. It's a good game.
I like that you just skip right over any message from Dwayne.
Well, you know, I don't need to know that stuff. I already know it, you know? Let me try. I need to destroy. I could start anarchy. Maybe I should wait a turn. What do you think?
Hmm.
Hmm? You're right, I should wait a turn. You know what they always say, the revolution can wait, right? I'll go to this, tavern, for completely just revolutionary reasons. Oh, and then I have these other houses of mine that I can grab people from. Perfect.
You have enough people that you can start anarchy.
It's true. I do. So I need 17 folks. I'm gonna actually just send two to do that. So then I'll just do this. I'll do it myself. You descend upon the castle with a small army. You begin your 60th year. You're old and it's terrible.
Me.
Your follower returns with some goods from the destructed house. Destroyed house, destructed house, yeesh. King Dwayne has been dethroned. The realm descends into anarchy. It's hard to manage so many followers. -5, oof, that's a lot. Anyway, so all these things that were previously are now sort of up for... so I can do the same things I did before, but now they're independent as opposed to Dwayne's. And you'll start to see some interesting things happening. I don't wanna spoil anything. I don't have enough to purchase there. I'll send someone to work there. And I will make my way. No, I think it's best for me to wait a turn here. Yay, people. Yay, wood. Yay, dapper. Yay, destruction. Yay, being paid. Yay, clearing out forests. Yay, people in my nation. Yay, feeling rejuvenated. Here's the interesting part. Anarchy. The people are feeling restless and unruly. +3 mob. So now people seem upset that I have I don't want to build in there. I want to spelunk it. So here's why I've been continuing to sort of gather people and resources, is because there will be a slowly increasing number of people after me. And so I need to sort of find a good spot with a lot of sort of open space for my manors, so that way I can keep resting manors and run away from the mob. That will do nothing but sort of increase in number year upon year. So I can send people to the rest of the manor, send people to the rest of the manor, send people to not work. Oh, I don't own this one. Oh, I don't have any money. Ooh, that's a problem. I need to work at farmland, I need to work at farmland, I need to work at this manor. What if a market? I don't need a market. Destroy the market. Rest at my manor. Do something neat, like maybe build. What could be helpful? Oh, a manor would be helpful. Or maybe they could. Let's have them build build an inn. That seemed like a good way to get money if they work at an inn. Maybe a tavern. Let's have them work at a tavern. You see I have a lot of people here, so maybe I'll build another tavern. I'm gonna build another manor. Does that sound good? You think that's a good idea? Work on mine shaft. Yeah, that seems like seems good. That seems good. Let me just rest these grants lands myself, so I can sort of push some of them off screen. Built a bunch of stuff. That's all good. It's all good. What is this song? Motocross. Nah. Let's go instead for Talkies by Huma. Interesting. But you see, because some of my manors have been sort of covered up, I have less people to rest at the manors. I have less people to vampire off of. And so, I can only drink, brawl, or rally. Taverns were the wrong move. Oof. Disaster. Okay, so not building a tavern. I'll build markets instead. Build a market here. Let's build actually down here, let's build a manor so that way I never run out of manors. And so, back when I was like really, there was a time where I was like really playing Royals, you know, like really playing it. And yeah, back then I would, I got very far in life. I'm trying to remember exactly how far I was able to get, but I don't know if I could tell you. Meditate here, again, try and push people off. Get some more money, get some more money, get some more places, get some more places. As slowly, the number of people around me, it's more and more. Good, I can convert these people, make them my people. What are you on? I'll send someone to meditate out here so I can see what's out here. Ooh, an inn. I can recruit that inn. I can send one of my people to rest of the manor. I can send one of my people to rest of the manor. I can send one of my people to work at the mine shaft. I can send one of my people to work at the market. I can send one of my people to work at the market. I can send one of my people to rest at the manor. That is my garrison. Interesting. I don't need it, so, yeah. Okay. It still seems like sort of pushing this way is my best move. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build more manors. I only have the wood for one manor. That's a shame. Guess I'll just rest over here myself then. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Ooh, more dubstep. The end is near. Ooh, Space Coast by Topher Moore and Alex Elena is a much better song.
The title, The End is Near, sounds very reminiscent of what's going on in the game right now.
Well, the end isn't quite near because you see this 14 sort of in the corner here?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's 140 something.
Yeah, but what about all of the mob?
Oh, none of them have successfully attacked me yet, because they only move one at a time, right? So, so far so good. When they do attack me, who knows what'll happen exactly, but it probably won't be good. But so far it hasn't been bad. That's something at least. Let's build a mine here. And let's build another mine here. And then I'm going to take a couple of hits as I sort of duck back this way to sort of get far away from everyone. Let's see how many nope, disappeared in the mine shaft they built for me. That's a shame. But yeah, so there's 9 people feeling unruly. I've been hit by 1 ambush, it's -2. Hit by another ambush, it's -4. Hit by another ambush, that's -6. And my money will go down. But you see, it's fine, because now I'll get some more health back, because I'm sending people to these manors again, right? And even though maybe they're covering up a manor or 2, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's all fine. It's fine. See, it's fine. See, secretly, this is a game about sort of staving off staving off death. And as you can see by the number of sort of tiles that I own, I'm doing pretty nice at it. You know, maybe I still want to build more mines. Let me run away over here. Problem with running away over here, though, is that I'm not near any of my manors, so I'm going to get hit. Yeah, 10 people per turn isn't a good look. I need to think about my image. There's still these garrisons I can't do anything about. If I send a follower to meditate here, so I can chop some wood that is luckily there, and send someone to work at this mine shaft, and send someone else to chop this wood that's over here. And I'm going to run away up here. So I have more mines. Not mines, manors. People mines. I begin my 69th year. Nice. You're old and it's terrible.
Nice.
I think this number is just going to slowly go up. You see, I still have some manors around. I can still keep resting at manors, and I can keep working at the market, so that way, I don't have to pay too many of my people, right? I can, just build more manors, and I can build more mines, because, again, mines, for some reason, just get me wood. I have so many people, right? See, it's 15, even after sending all of my people around, and so I can afford to, lose some of them if the mines don't work. I'm a good ruler.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like the normal people. I rest out in the grasslands. I commune with wilderness.
I'm gonna take a nap in the grasslands. You guys have fun.
You have fun disappearing in the mineshaft you're trying to build for me. 3 of them, 4 of them. 4 out of 4 disappeared. That's no bueno. But it's cool. It's okay. See, it's fine. It's fine. Because they get to rest at the manors, and if they end up on mine duty, then it's not my problem, is it?
I mean, you're the one sending them into the mines, so I would say yes, at least partially.
Well, here, look, there's an empty mine shaft right here. I just need to send my follower. Does that mean... Well, they're not building a mine. See, it's perfectly safe. It's totally fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I need
It'll be
to
fine.
there is a sampler that is very popular online that is just a circular frame kind of sampler that's just a not photorealistic, but like very good depiction of the It's Fine dog. And I need to make that for you. Because that's exactly who you sound like.
I wouldn't be opposed. Nope. Yeah, no, that's two people who fell into mine shafts. But it's fine.
Yeah, I already got like 4 in mind to like make referencing philosophy tube videos. My personal favorite. My personal favorite is one that where it's sort of like a. Have you seen the like cross stitches where it's sort of like a sampler, or not a sampler? Sorry, a wreath with like words on the inside.
Yeah.
Where like there'll be like a design around the outside and there's like a little phrase in the middle. And it's a circle as opposed to like being like a square or something like that. Well, I want to make one that is like that, but it's got but like the outside is like made out of like gold and like gold yellow kind of thread, and is not actually cross stitch. It's like embroidery, so it looks like sort of like the Dragon Ball Z like Super Saiyan flames. And on the inside it says, "Anime music ends, Ollie falls about the place," in reference to, "You're not dealing with an ordinary fascist anymore, Kakarot. I have realized the legend."
That's so good. I think I'm gonna meditate on the mountains, you know? Just think about some stuff. I got a lot of stuff on my mind. A lot of mobs.
Quietly, instead of dealing with the anarchist mob, I'm gonna just quietly worry about them out in the mountains.
Yeah. So at basically any point, if you ask real nice, I could try and end the game. It involves moving into a castle and sort of declaring your victory either through conquest or persuasion. But other than that, I'm good to just live as long as possible. You know? I feel like that's it's a noble goal, isn't it? Really, in the end, noble. To live as long as possible and do as much good as possible. Because more me is more good. I deposed the king and did not instate myself as a new one. Aren't I so nice? How come I keep getting attacked then? See, really, I'm the real victim.
Okay.
Oh, and this turn I can only rest at 1 mana and only clear 1 piece of rubble. My other 9 followers have nothing to do. Oh, what a shame, what a shame. Let's have to go to my other dozens of manors.
This is making me so angry, and I know you're doing it on purpose.
17 angry mob. Oh my god.
That's the level of my anger at you making all these jokes about how rich you are. Okay, well, Jeff Oasis.
Is it really my wealth if I'm, sending other people over to claim it for themselves? Really, I'm the good guy here. Nope, not a garrison. I'm a good guy who is just fast running out of wood, which is why I need more mine shafts. Thank you for reminding me about the mine shafts. Nope, not meditate. No need to meditate anymore. Go to the mine shafts. To the mine shafts with you. Oops, I did that myself. You spend your year carving out a rich mountain.
I'm going to, in my 75th year, I'm going to build a mine shaft.
with which I'm going to get wood. There's a really good Hitchhiker's gag about oh no, my follower has disappeared into the mine shaft. Oh no, my follower has disappeared into the mine shaft. It's backbreaking work. It's -1. Ooh.
I love that for you it goes fine and they all die.
Well, I lost a health, right? And so they lost a health too. It's just fair. I sure am running out of people, though.
I weep for you.
You should.
Oh my god.
Listen, I'm just saying, I'm employing these people. What are you doing? Just running into the corner having an aneurysm.
Yep.
I am exiling myself into the desert. Repentance. You know how it goes.
See, I'm not one of those problematic feudalists.
I am so thirsty. Oh, all of this mob attacking me. Attacking me! I'm a 77-year-old royal.
Are you a royal? Have you claimed that social stance yet?
Getting there. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What happened to all of my people? Where did they go? Do they keep getting lost in mine shafts? That's
Yes.
not good. I'll meditate in the mountains. This is something I must do for myself.
Self-care.
Truly. There's so many of them. There's so many of them. It's alright, I can send someone else to rest at the manor. And I can... No, I don't have enough to do any of that yet. Golly gee. I'm gonna just go over here, run away real quick. I'm gonna Carla the Jepson run away with me. The anarchist modern, they do... Oh no! Oh good, they couldn't find me, they disperse? What? I've never seen this happen. Some of the anarchist mob dispersed because they couldn't find me because I was in a cave. Oh my god. See, this is part of what I love about Asher Vollmer's work. Is there's always this like strange complexity to it.
Mm.
Can I? No, I'm just gonna exile myself to the desert then. I'm so thirsty. I'm in the desert. Please, I'm all alone. I'm gonna keep recruiting people from the inn. I'm gonna convert this house. And I'm going to meditate. Yeah. No, someone's gonna build a mine for me. That's what's gonna happen. Sometimes that's just how the world works, right? No, they disappeared in the mine shaft. Well, they built the mine shaft, so really, who's the real winner, right?
Clearly not the person who died in the mine shaft.
I don't know. They might be the winner.
Because they're no longer serving you?
No, because
they're
they died in
no longer
service
going to
to
be
me.
sent into these terrible, terrible caves?
I think I'll rest here. I've earned it. I'm an 82-year-old. I feel rejuvenated. Ooh, these hooligans, these mob attacking me. How dare they? I think I'm able to sort of slow their sort of how close they get to me by being on this little island. If I was rich, I could bribe him. I don't need this inn. I do need this this mine shaft, though. And where I am, well, someone should be plowing it, of course. Which, you know, for all the hard work that I'm putting so many people through, I think I'm going to exile myself. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
My house. It's my house. I don't need it. See? Look at how nice I am. It's my house, and I'm destroying it because it's really unnecessary, right? I think I'll spelunk.
I'm so frustrated.
But you see, I'm slowly dying because, you know, I haven't been in a manor in years. Years.
Yeah, so really, you're the one who's suffering.
I'm really the one who's suffering here. The real question is, do I have this unclaimed grassland become farmland? Well, I can answer that question later. I'll spelunk again. You couldn't find me, so they disperse. Haha. I figured out a piece of mechanic. They filled up the land, so they can't get to me, because if I fill up this land, then they can't spend the time to traverse, and they can't attack me because they're not sort of around me. Ooh, unexplored caves. I can send someone to spelunk there. Hey, there's this desert, and you know that's not really doing anything for anyone. So really, there I should build a manor for all of my loyal followers.
Oh.
Without whom, what would I do?
Die at a normal time for humans. Live out just the standard life expectancy and no longer.
I'm 86. Who knows? I could croak any day.
You are literally above life expectancy for humans living in the US now.
Well, you know, that shows
Like,
that
even
I've built a good society, a just society.
Uh-huh.
The only cause of death has been falling in mine shafts, which are no longer needed because I have one right here. Debate me.
Oh my god.
See, my health is still going down. See, that number went down from what it was. It's above 100. I'm really the one suffering here.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Shapiro.
It was a good video.
Okay. Steven Crowder.
Woof.
Did you just woof Steven Crowder?
As in oof. As in ah.
Oh.
Not as in like anything positive, no.
I thought that it was you were also potentially just being like, woof, I have 30 people, 30 anarchist mobs.
I'm gonna build a market. Market's good. See, look at how charitable I was. I gave the anarchists sort of everything as far as the eye can see. And I'm just living out like a real vampire, this little island all on my own. It's very good.
You're giving me strong You're giving me strong college vibes.
What is
There's
that?
a certain group of people. You're giving us a certain group of people from our college.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know we had vampires at our college.
We have enough super rich people at our college.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy some materials, sort of speed this all up. Nope, not build. Spelunk. Do it yourself.
Like, we have enough people where, like, I would be absolutely unsurprised if they're like, oh yeah, I'm an heiress. I'm an heiress to something that requires being called an heiress.
Yeah. No, don't.
Such and such fortune. But I'm not actually rich, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But my family never really talked about money when I was a kid.
Classic. See, I just get to live in a cave while the mob fails to find me. And I'm very close to my life
Me
expectancy
too.
going back up. See, look, I'm 92 years old, and my life expectancy is 93. I could die tomorrow.
Your life expectancy is 93 years from now, right?
You don't need to know that.
I was like, did I misunderstand him when he was explaining the mechanics of the game, or is he being a dick?
You know, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. It's all column B. I see. So one of the interesting mechanics of this game, how I actually found out about sort of this the first time I found out about this sort of anarchical. What's the word there?
I think it's a word. I won't
Alright.
correct you.
Anarchical mob mechanic in the game was when I was doing this little vampire trick, and I outlived the ruler. I outlived the king. I outlived what in this game was Dwayne. At year about, I want to say, it's around 75, maybe 100 and something. There's a point at which the ruler opposite of you just dies because they got old. And then anarchy ensues. And so I was totally unprepared. And suddenly there was this
You're just like, wait, what?
increasing mob around me. I was like, I didn't do anything. And they're like, that's exactly the point. You didn't do anything. And so we're coming after you. And I'm like, ah. What should I spend this last little section on? So I have this one nice little square in my island. I'm wondering what the best sort of use of it is.
What is it?
You know, just got the square. I could build something on it. Maybe I could plow it and make it a field.
Is it just grassland?
Yeah, it's just grassland. I could do anything with this. Anything. Except for making mine shaft, because there's not a mountain
Except build a castle.
there. Well, you know, I could wait and then build a
Actually,
castle.
except... Yeah.
I just don't have the wood for it right now.
You have to get that from mining.
Yeah, or buying materials. Maybe what I should do is, for the moment, build another market. And then between the two markets, I can work at a market, which will get me money that I can then use to buy materials. I've realized something, a vital flaw in my plan. I only have enough people. I have 4 people now. I need a 5th person in order to make full use of my my island. I don't know how to do that. Disaster. Well, we've been going for quite a while now, so maybe what the thing
I like that
to
things
do
have.
is... What was that?
I like how things, like, for a while now, it was like things were generally continuing to happen because, like, the mob was happening and Dwayne was happening and you had a whole bunch of stuff going on, and now nothing's really happening anymore.
Well, yeah.
Because you've sort of just decided to hide out on the island.
Listen, I'm really cool, you know? I think what's gonna happen is there anything under this? Oh, what's the best way to go about this? Here's how I'm gonna do this. I'm going to send someone to work here, and then I will alone brave this anarchist mob. Bribe them.
Wow, truly a hero for this modern age.
Truly. The mob dispersed a little richer than before. Except for the ones that are around me, and that's a lot of damage. So I'm going to do, I'm going to destroy this manor. Send the follower to do that. I'm going to destroy this manor. Send a follower to do that. I'll send a follower to work there. And then, how much does that take? Yeah, I'll send a follower to bribe that. Send a follower to bribe that. Oh, nope, I did that myself. That's a mistake. Things are going to turn out bad now. Okay, no, we're almost perfect. I even have more people than I need. So I can send someone to rest here, I can send someone to rest here, send someone to work here, send someone to materials today, send someone else to bribe the mob, and I'll just go spelunking. And see, now I have just the perfect loop.
You sound like a very eccentric ruler.
Yeah, I know. I live in a cave. I have manors that I don't go to. I also have mine shafts that I occasionally go to.
But for the most part, I lose followers then.
Yes. Mine shafts have to be made out of something. Why not human bone?
We have to line the floor. Why not with human bone?
But you see, there's something troublesome. I just have this one extra follower. So I think what I'm gonna do, maybe I'll build something.
Send them to a mine shaft.
No, I can't. The anarchist mobs are covering up any of the mountains. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it, so that way in maybe a couple turns time, a handful of turns time, I will have enough wood to make a castle. That castle will be sort of occupied, will be taken up by the last person. That should be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, see, an interesting thing that's happening now is, you see how there's this one extra tile?
Yeah.
I have 6 people. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more. And it seems that maybe it's it's a computer understanding that if I were to send everyone to open, like wanting everyone to be able to at least have the option of being sent to an open tile, so that way I'm not like sidelined into either myself or someone else having to either bribe or ambush.
Yeah.
And that's interesting, because then maybe if I have enough followers, I could essentially clear the board of Anarchist Mob just by virtue of having what is this, a 7x7?
Well, that also makes, yeah, though that also makes sense with regards to like if you are converting members of the Anarchist Mob by gaining followers.
Yeah.
But you're not doing like directly in game necessarily.
Yeah.
But like Anarchist Mobs are not Anarchist Mobs 100% of the time. They do also sometimes do other things.
Yes.
So you can convert some of them while they're not being an Anarchist Mob.
Yeah. Another interesting thing is my number of like the amount of stuff that I have has gone down. And so I wonder if off screen, like the world is happening and slowly my stuff is either becoming independent or sort of converting into becoming rubble or what have you.
Yeah, you leave the island and go back to try to claim Dwayne's castle, and you discover that they've established a democracy.
Okay, so I was wrong about the mob calculation, because now the square is taken back up again, so it doesn't seem like I'd be able to do that, which is a shame. But it's cool knowing that the mob has what are called the movement rules. What is this song that's playing right now? Nope. Shame, the song sounds alright, but that's a bad name. Ooh, another Jingle Punks.
Heck
This
yeah.
one's called You Make Me Feel Good. It's a happy little song. I'm a fan of it. So I've now officially reached sort of vampiric legend territory, being 102 years old. 102, you know, the traditional vampire age.
There are humans who have lived that long.
The traditional vampire age. I love that I can spelunk in used up caves. I think it's very funny. And I have enough to build a castle now.
We've explored this cave already. Yeah. You've explored this cave already, but we will explore this cave some more.
For you, Royal Dad. Now the question is, where do I go? I guess I'm gonna work at the market. Like a normal
The Dow
person.
Industrial Average is down. I just remember, like, because my parents would listen to NPR on the radio a lot when I was growing up, so I got an earful of Marketplace quite a few times when I was a kid.
Ah, beans. It's alright. They can be bribed.
That's also how I feel about the fact that I was listening to Marketplace quite a lot as a kid. I had the jingle, like, down. The dun 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 dun. Like how it speeds up a little at the end.
Yeah. See, I work at my own mine shaft sometimes.
You know, I gotta make sure that I know how my workers are living.
Yeah. Human
What
bonus
conditions
isn't all
they're
that
working
bad.
in.
sometimes also you need to bribe the anarchist mob yourself, so that way they get out of your castle that you just built. Like, you just built it. Like, sometimes you just built it, right? Like,
Yeah.
you just did it. Like a second ago. Like you didn't even get to step into it, right? Sometimes that happens, right?
Me too.
Like you just did it. With not your own hands, someone else's hands, sure, but like, it just happened. You just drag up, well, you didn't, you sent someone else to do it. Drag up the wood from the mine shaft yourself, or with someone else. But hey, I was in the cave that this castle was built in for years, right? So, squatters' rights, right, man? Do I try to charm the realm, or do I, yeah, I'm gonna try to charm the realm. No, I'm gonna get someone else to do that. No, this is your destiny.
Ooh.
Fine, I'll do it myself. Raising a goblet, you give a grand speech and declare yourself royal of the realm. Time passes, you begin your 107th year, you're kind of old and it's terrible. Boo, you were forcibly kicked out of the castle.
Apparently your grand speech was not that good.
Apparently. Oh man, I think that's my midlife crisis.
What, that you get forcibly kicked out?
Yeah. Me. Forcibly kicked out. I'm gonna do it again. The subjects love you. You have become royal. Congratulations, Your Majesty.
It took 108 years.
It's good.
See, a true rags to riches story.
Truly.
I don't understand why people complain about needing to needing to raise the minimum wage. It only took 108 years for you to become a royal from being a peasant.
Yeah. Well, with modern medicine and all of that, it's basically only half my life. So I'm actually really curious. We were almost at the point where the number of mob that would appear on screen would be equal to the number of tiles on screen. And so my dad and I were positing years back when this first released and I first encountered this, that maybe the way to sort of win once anarchy is started without doing the royal thing is what happens when you own all of the land. What happens when without making a castle, you make your border, your boundary, the entirety of it. And sort of wondering how the system would react to that. But that's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if we return with royals one time for a Patreon thing, let me skip the song to be less weirdly sad sounding. No, I don't want another dubstep. Sorry, Gunner. No, Jingle Punks, you done good stuff in the past.
Was that 2 not too crazy in a row?
No, it is just one. Okay, good Jingle Punk song called Roll and Drop. This one's pretty good. It sounds like the end theme to an anime.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so I think if I bring Royals back one time, which I would love to do. I love this game. I want to try to play normally without being a vampire because it's been so long since I've done that. I don't remember if I don't know if could remember how to do that. But this game
You're
also,
not sure if you're going to be able to play normally?
yeah. But this game also runs really light, and so maybe if there's a month that I can't join, I think
Yeah.
this could even be something that you run through. That would be a lot of fun, and I'd love to see that.
Definitely.
But past that, I think sort of on the Patreon stream side, rather than just continuing to look at this screen and talk about potential future plans, I think I'll stop the stream now and thank you everyone for coming
Watching
and joining
and supporting.
And we'll catch you next month. Goodbye.
Heck yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.